number C368. Hi, is your name Ursula Iguaran? Can I see your appointment letter, please? Thank you. Okay, please follow me. Did you have to wait a long time for me? Great. Did you come by yourself? Okay. Please step inside and remain standing. Yes, but please put them to the chair on your left. Now please raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can put your hand down. Go ahead and take a seat. Before you take a seat, please push your chair all the way to the back and have a seat there. Thank you. Hi, my name is Officer Lopez, and today I will be conducting your citizenship interview. Nice to meet you as well. Thank you. Can I please see your permanent resident card, your passport, and an ID, please?
Yes.
Thank you. And may I also see your appointment letter one more time?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Now for this part of the interview, I'm going to ask you some personal questions, okay? Did anyone help you fill out this application? Is there any information that needs to be updated on your application? What is your complete name? What other names have you used in the past? Will you be making any changes to your name? What is your phone number? What is your current address? How long have you lived at this address? And where did you live before? Why did you move? What is your date of birth? What is your height and your weight? What is your full social? When did you become a permanent resident? How did you become a permanent resident? Why do you want to become a U.S. citizen? What is your current marital status? How many times have you been married? When did you get married? When did you get divorced? Can I please see the divorce papers? Thank you. Do you have any children? Are your children U.S. citizens? What are your children's names? Are they your biological children? Where do you work? How long have you been unemployed? And how do you support yourself? When was the last trip that you took out of the United States? And what was the purpose for this trip? How many days was this trip for? In the last 5 years, how many trips have you taken out of the United States? And in the last 5 years, how many total days have you spent outside of the United States? I'm going to ask you 10 questions and you will need to answer 6 of them correctly, okay? What did the Declaration of Independence do? In what month do we vote for president? Why does the flag have 13 stripes? How many U.S. senators are there? What is the supreme law of the land? Who is the father of our country? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Okay? Now we're going to move on to the reading and writing part of the interview. You're going to see on the tablet in front of you a sentence. If you can please read the sentence out loud. Okay? Now on the same tablet, using your index finger, please write down the following sentence. Independence Day is in July. Independence Day is in July? For this part of the interview, you will need to answer yes or no to the following questions. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Why aren't you allowed to vote? Okay. Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? What are taxes? Okay. Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated with, any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with the Communist Party, any totalitarian party, a terrorist organization? What is communism? Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following: genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion? Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups: military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization? Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following: prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay? Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? What is a weapon? Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person, or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? Did you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? Have you ever been in jail or prison? Have you ever been a habitual drunkard, been a prostitute, or procured anyone for prostitution? sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs or narcotics, been married to more than one person at the same time, married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit, helped anyone to enter or tried to enter the United States illegally, gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling, failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony, made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States. Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? What is deportation? Have you ever been ordered, removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? Great. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? Now, on the screen of the tablet in front of you, you're going to see some information, and you're going to verify that everything is correct. You're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page where you're going to provide 3 signatures. There's going to be a pink button for you to begin signing, okay? Congratulations. At this time, I will recommend your application as approved. Now, you have the option to take the oath ceremony today, or you can wait to receive a letter in the mail with the date, the time, and the place for your oath ceremony. Which one would you prefer? Awesome. Okay. So at this time, you're going to take the oath ceremony here with me. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. Okay, you can put your hand down. I am now going to give you your certificate of naturalization. Please make sure that all of the information is correct before you leave today, okay?